There are those days when you wake up and you just don't feel like yourself. You don't feel in your element. Your hair is very ugly, your skin is dry, and you just don't feel like that girl anymore. Then you decide to bring her back, but you don't know where to start. Now that is where I come along. And this is my full 24-hour glow up routine that I love to do to feel like myself again. Because yeah, sometimes life happens, you don't really have time to do a lot of things. So it's really good to have that one day for yourself, my little pamper day, my little glow up day. We're doing 7-step routine head to toe that's gonna transform you. And you're gonna wake up feeling like a gorgeous queen that you are, ready to take on the world. We're starting with nails because nothing says she has her life together like fresh, clean set of nails. So we're doing something very simple. We're doing a mani and also a pedi. I did not film a full tutorial on most of these things because I feel like the video would take way too long, but I'm going to show you a glimpse of what I did with my nails, and this is how they turned out. And I did the same thing on my feet as well. So not perfect, they don't have to be perfect, but I saved like $100 just by doing this at home. So
I don't usually do my nails on every single maintenance day that I have. I usually do it like once or twice a month. But this time it was a deep maintenance day, so I just needed to do my nails. They were in a dire need of a good mani and pedi. My nails were so bad and I just wanted to refresh them, and I didn't want to do anything too crazy. So I did some very short nails and I debated on the design because at first I didn't want to do any design on them. I just wanted to leave them like white or like solid color. But I ended up doing this French manicure and I really loved it. This was the first time I ever did French manicure on my nails. How do you do your right hand? Like what, how? That was very difficult, but we fought through it and I really love the way they turned out. So I like to start with removing my cuticles and prepping my nails, just sanding my nails, filing them to the shape that I want, and then applying some cuticle remover and then going on with the drill. This is like a cuticle removal drill. I don't even know how to call this, but yeah, I like to remove all of my cuticle art. I feel like that just makes it look very polished and nice. And then I went in with the white gel. As you can see, I was struggling a bit, but we managed. They look nice. They're okay. Also, in the original inspo photo, she had like a 3D flower, and I tried to do that and it was a big fail. So I just was like, no, we're not doing that tonight. I was watching The Nanny while doing my nails, and oh my god, I cannot believe I never watched this in my life. Like I literally watch it only because my boyfriend is obsessed with it, because he watched it when he was little and I never watched it. So I'm now watching it and I love it so much. I just love her style. I love her looks. Oh my god, it's such a good show. I love it. I also did my pedicure as well. I like to soak my feet and then remove the cuticles, file them, try to make them as polished as possible, and then in the end I decided to do some oil on my feet and then some Vaseline, and then for my nails I did some like sheet masks for your nails. That's not how you call it, but yeah, that really made my nails soft. I love it. I have to do it again.
Hi everyone, welcome back. It's been a while since I had my high maintenance day. I have to admit, like I've entered my lazy girl era and I'm slowly getting out of it. How they turned out, so I already did them because I cannot do them in the same day. I'm still a beginner, so it took me some time to draw all of this, and especially like on the right hand. How do you do that? Like if you have any tips on how to paint on the right hand, let me know. Next up, hair rehab. Like, you know, I do my hair once a week. So I have very extensive hair wash routine because I do it only once a week. And this is one day in a week where I get to totally dedicate my time to my hair, so that the next 5 to 6 days, I don't have to think about it. Like I don't have to think about my hair at all. I have to wake up and that's it. I'm ready to go. It worked amazing on my hair. These are like the results. I love just how shiny and how soft my hair feels when I touch it, so I definitely recommend, and I'm gonna show you right now what I did. Started with our hair, and this is my hair. Like I said, my hair lasts me pretty long, and you see it's not like really a curl, but it's there. I'm not gonna go too much into detail with my hair because I already did a video on that, like my full hair care guide, so I'm just gonna link that for you once it's up. I just need to have a hair mask on my hair and really like wash it really well. So we're gonna need a lot of loving, so I'm gonna do my hair oil, and this is the one that I use. I make it myself. Fun that looks, like it looks so cool. We're also going in with the sage. This is just for the nourishing, cleansing. Try to go on spots where I don't have oil on.
For the hair mask, I decided to do something I haven't done in a while, and I made flaxseed gel hair mask. I love this hair mask so much. It's actually like a gel that you apply to your hair. I also added some water and some aloe vera as well, just because I didn't have enough in the end to cover my entire hair. So how I made this basically is I put 3 spoons of flax seeds into water, and then I brought it to boil, and then I covered it and left it to simmer. Now, you're not supposed to overcook this, but I did because my grandma called me and I started talking to her, so it ended up being very, very thick consistency. It's supposed to turn into a gel, but not this thick of a gel, to the point where I couldn't even strain it. That is the next step that I did. So I have this little strain bag that I put all of my flax seed inside of, and then I tried to strain as much as I could the gel out of it. It did not come out as much because I overcooked it, so be careful. But I simply added some aloe vera and I added a little bit of olive oil just to make it a bit more so I can apply it to my hair evenly, and it worked out fine in the end. And this is how it turned out in the end. It's very gooey and I just love the texture of it. I applied it all over my hair. Now, I made a mistake here because you're supposed to apply it on a damp hair, and I applied it on a dry hair a little bit, but I don't remembered, so I dampened my hair with the same sage water that I had before. Applied this gel all over my hair, and then I tried to put it into a little bun, and I proceeded on with the rest of my routine.
Step number 2, we're doing our brows, and this is how my brows turned out. I love them, and I literally don't have to get ready in the morning. I don't have to do my brows at all. Like, if I need, I'll just use a bit of concealer and that's it. So this really saves time. So we're gonna do our brows next. What I want to do is I want to use one of these while I'm doing my lashes and my brows, or just my brows, I still don't know. This is the Skin Refining Clear Up Strips by Nivea, and I love to use this on my nose. So I use this one, which is for your nose, just to remove all of the blackheads from here. So what I like to do is I like to warm up my nose first. So like I have warm water here, and I try to open my pores so that this can really do its magic. Why am I filming this? I look absolutely ridiculous. This is my little pouch, and here I keep, look at how pretty it is. Here I like to keep all of my tools for my brow and my lash lift, extension, whatever. I already made them lighter. I do that by just using a simple developer. Like, I just apply developer on my brows. That way it doesn't really bleach them, it doesn't turn them weird, it just lightens them a little bit, like one shade lighter, which is perfect.
So for the next step for my brows, I'm doing a brow lift. I was thinking about doing the lash lift as well, but I wasn't really in the mood to do that today, so we are just doing our brows, and I will link the kit that I use below because I know I will get questions for that as well. So to start off, I basically just follow the instructions on the book. They have a pretty clear instructions step by step, so I just follow it, and that is the entire logic behind doing your brows at home. It's really not that hard. I've been doing this for the past year, maybe even 2 years, I don't know. And I love the way they turned out. They do last me for quite some time, so I don't do this like every week. I do it like, for example, maybe like once or twice a month. Now, I did leave the perm for too long. I think I left it for 20 minutes instead of like 10 to 15. But my other grandma called me, so yeah, we are failing in this video a little bit, but it's fine. They ended up looking really good in the end. They were very, very lifted, but it dropped like the next day. So like when I wash my face and when I wash my brows in the morning, they do drop a little bit, so it's fine. They're not this lifted. So how I clean up my brows is I like to use a wax strip. I don't really like to use tweezers. I feel like this way it's so much easier and quicker. You just cut the wax strip into little strips, apply them below your brow, and just clean up everything under it, and then I go in with some tweezers if I have any little strands of hair left, but I usually don't. If I do, I will go in to clean it up. And after that, because they're very lifted and they have grown out quite a bit, I go with some scissors and I cut them so they're nice and shaped. And that is all that I do for my brows when it comes to lifting them and shaping them. The next step that I like to do is I like to fill them in a little bit.
I don't have to like go in every day to fill them in. This lasts me like a couple of days. So it washes off pretty quickly, especially like when you're washing your face, that's normal. But even just a few days. And like I said, it's dark. It's very dark at the ends. You see just a transition, but it needs to be dark because it needs to like kind of sit on my face. It happens like the same when I'm doing a tattoo on my body with henna. Oh, hi, sorry. My room is a mess. Like this entire video is a mess. But the same thing happens when I'm using like the henna on my body. Like it needs to be very black because then you scratch it off, and then underneath there is like a layer that's on your skin and what your skin kind of absorbs or whatever, and then that lasts really long. So we want it to be a bit darker, and then when we scratch it off, it's gonna be fine. Now I'm thinking maybe I should do up front as well, just a few little lines. Just gonna do like a few lines like this. Now this is where the glow up actually hits, and this is my favorite part of the glow up day, and it's gonna be the everything shower. So I love to exfoliate my body thoroughly once a week in my everything shower, and I use my natural loofah that I got from farmer's market in Thailand. It's actually like a plant that you peel, and then inside you get a loofah. It's very cool to really remove all the buildup, all the dead skin from your body, and to really prepare your body for the maintenance that comes next after the shower. I also love to do Epsom salt like gel. You apply like Epsom salt. It's a gel basically, but it's formulated from Epsom salt. Since I don't have a bath to use the Epsom salt, but it's really good for you, I like to do it in the form of a gel. You slather it onto your body and then you leave it to activate for like 10 to 15 minutes. So I love to do that while my conditioner sits on my hair or my hair gloss, and then you wash it off, and then I like to go in with the regular, just the shower gel, just to smell nice because this doesn't really have any scent. After the shower, we're regulating this. I love to do my blowout after I wash my hair, simply because it lasts me for the entire week later. So I love to do it. That we're gonna do our blowout now. I already know, like once in a week I like to do a blowout, and that lasts me until the next wash. So
I'm not gonna ramble too much about this, simply because I already have a video on my full hair care guide where I kind of go in a bit more about the products that I use and my entire like hair maintenance routine. I don't really go too much in depth about my blowout. I feel like that is this whole separate video. I cannot do it in this one. I like to use my Dyson Airwrap to blow out my hair and to kind of create the curls with that Airwrap attachment, and then I just set them and sleep with them. That's all.
Time for the face. Just like my hair needs a very deep clean, I also like to deep clean my face as well. I like to use a gentle exfoliator just to remove any buildup on my skin, to remove any makeup or dirt, and then I like to do the dermaplaning. I know this is not really for everyone. I personally love it. My hair does not grow thicker, it does not grow more than it usually does. It really just removes the hair from the face, so your makeup glides so much better. Also, like the products you apply on your face absorb much better into your skin. I really love doing dermaplaning. And the last, but I feel like the most important step, not most important, I think hair is my most important step, but this is like second most important step in my routine, and that is self-tanner. I love being tanned. I feel like myself again when I have my tan on. I don't know why, it just feel very sun-kissed. I feel much more confident. I love having tan on my body. Just don't feel my best when I'm pale, so I really love to self-tan, and this usually lasts me for 4 to 5 days as well. So this is also like once in a week thing that I do. So yeah, let's get into the self-tan. I like to start in with some body lotion, and I'm using this one by Neutrogena. I really like this one. It's very light, so it's not going to be very thick on your skin so that your tanner does not apply on those areas. And I don't like to go in just in specific areas with my lotion. I like to go in all over my body with a moisturizer. I feel like my body accepts the self tanner much better when we have that layer of hydration first. And I'm using the 2 Hour Express from Bondi Sand, and I'm using their Myth as well. And so far, I've been really loving it. And here are the results for my hair blowout and the overnight curls. I took them out the next day, so that's why I'm showing this right now. And look at the volume. Come on, it looks gorgeous. Honestly, it turned out so well in the end. I don't know if it's the flaxseed gel mask that we did, or is it the hair gloss, or whatever it happened. Like, I really loved the way my hair was looking at that moment. It was so bouncy, very glossy. I was obsessed with it so much. Good morning. So this is my hair the next day. And the brows as well. I like them, honestly. Like, I don't have to fill them in or anything. This one kind of got washed a little bit here at the end because I had the cap on, but other than that, I really like how they turned out. I like the way my hair turned out. There. I finally feel like myself again, and not just because I did my hair or my self tanner or my nails, but because I actually took the time out of my week, out of my day to dedicate to myself. And this is the time that you spend with yourself. Like, you're watching your favorite TV show, you're drinking your favorite coffee or tea or whatever you like to drink. And I feel like it's very therapeutic, and it's, you know, it's like a girl's date, but with yourself. So like a date with yourself. I love that. I love my pamper maintenance day. So let me know your maintenance day routine if you have it, or if you don't. Like, if you're gonna try any step from this routine, let me know which one you like the most. I'm very curious. Also, I made you a quick little daily glow cheat sheet if you need it. It's gonna be linked below. Of course, it's free, so if it's just easier for you to follow like that, you can go ahead and download it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you found it helpful and that you liked it, and I really hope to see you in the next video as well.